I am originally born here in Bakersfield, but I moved to Dallas, Texas when I was 2 with my dad for a year. And then we came back here for a couple years, and then I moved to Tampa, Florida for 5 years to kind of get to know my family out there.
And I had a corporate type of job, and I would leave the house early. I would have to drop her at preschool. And then I had a nanny that would pick her up and housekeepers, and I'd come home at 9, 10 o'clock at night. And that was a really hard part of life. We had lived in Texas at that time, and we didn't have any friends or family around. But it was at that stage that I realized that the value of time and us being there for our kids is absolutely the most important. Not chasing money, not off playing, but just being there, especially during those development years. And that's time that we can never get back.
I went through the normal public school system until 5th grade, and then my teachers had suggested to me a virtual schooling program where I had teachers for different classes, but I kind of got to work at my own pace. So I really liked that opportunity because I speed read and speed type. So when it comes to online school, I could just read the story, take a test, write a paper, and that allowed me to kind of advance through my assignments and grades. So I ended up doing 7 grades in 2.5 years. So I graduated at the age of 12.
Jaidyn really did make it easy for me as a parent in the fact that her behavior was always really good, really loving, really, like I said, positive in her attitude and her nature. So
my dad has always worked with me for reading and typing, especially when I switched to the online school program. So he got me reading at the age of 3. So just practice and repetition over and over again, I developed a skill to read very fast with good retention.
Easier time they have in school, of course, the more confidence they have. They have a different image of themselves. So I always felt that teaching at home and then going to school will set her up for the greatest level of success.
I was 13. Yeah, it was intimidating. A bunch of people walking around. I haven't been on a campus, in 3 years at that time, let alone going from elementary school to college. But I remember just being so excited to come here and going through the student union.
It was kind of awkward knowing that she was going to graduate high school at 12 years old, because then we realized, what are we going to do next? Well, it was kind of funny because we were very nervous, about her being on a campus with primarily all adults. So the school was really helpful in the fact that they would give her chaperones to walk her around campus.
I think the resources here on campus have been super helpful for students, especially the Career Center, the Writing Resource Center, and I've really utilized a bunch of the tutoring centers. I love that professors have office hours, and most of the teachers that I have had have been super duper helpful and encouraging. I recently just accepted a student assistant position with one of my management professors, Jeremy Woods, and we will be working together building workshops for engineering students to teach them about entrepreneurship, help place them in jobs in biochar. And I'm really excited to help kind of build this workshop and deliver it to those students with him. Honestly, he has been my favorite professor I've ever had. He's so encouraging, and I can tell that he has a genuine care about his students, and he will do anything he can to help you achieve your career goals. So he has helped me with my resume, with my LinkedIn profile. He's been helping me along the way to becoming a professor and giving me recommendations. So I'm so honored to have, somebody kind of in my team for helping me with that.
As a professor, as a leader, is to try and help the next generation to fully self-actualize and try and make humanity better tomorrow than it is today. And I truly feel like if I just stopped teaching right now, at least with Jaidyn, the world is in good hands. She's a true jewel in the crown of CSUB. We're really lucky to have her.